Hey there, savvy travelers, and welcome back to Above and Beyond with Mila. I'm Mila, your flight attendant with 15 years of firsthand experience soaring at 35,000 feet. I've seen just about everything that can go wrong in air travel, from the mildly inconvenient to the utterly chaotic. And today, we're tackling one of the most stressful situations any traveler can face: losing your luggage. The title of this video is 10 Airport Luggage Hacks Airlines Hate. Never Lose Your Bag. And I know what you're probably thinking. Airlines hate it? Are these hacks illegal? Will my bag get flagged by TSA? Is Mila about to tell me to tape a GPS tracker to my suitcase? Well, yes and no. Absolutely. You should track your bag, but not in any illegal way. And yes, some of these hacks make airlines cringe because they disrupt the system they've carefully designed. Airlines are massive operations built on precision, automation, and predictable passenger behavior. The moment you take control and deviate from their expectations, you introduce uncertainty. And airlines don't love uncertainty. But let me be honest, when you're standing at the baggage carousel, watching everyone else grab their bags while yours is nowhere in sight, you won't care about their efficiency metrics. You'll care about your clothes, your souvenirs, and your sanity. Losing a bag isn't just inconvenient, it can throw off your entire trip. The reality is, millions of bags are moving globally every day, and statistically, a handful will end up misplaced. But here's the good news. There are simple, inexpensive strategies you can employ to make your bag stand out, remain trackable, and drastically reduce the chance it ever ends up in the lost and found abyss. Imagine being able to make your luggage visible enough for the human eye to spot instantly on a carousel, but subtle enough to avoid drawing unnecessary security attention. That's what we're covering today. I'm going to share 10 frontline luggage strategies, the exact methods I've seen crew members use, the tips whispered between us on long-haul flights, and the tricks that work consistently to ensure your bag reaches the destination safely. We'll start with the pre-flight hacks, the steps you take before leaving home that set the foundation for a smooth journey. These first 3 hacks prevent errors before the airport even comes into play. From attaching GPS trackers in a secure way to doubling up on internal contact info and stripping old tags, these strategies are simple, cheap, and effective. Implementing them transforms you from a passive traveler into a proactive luggage ninja, controlling your bag's journey rather than leaving it to chance. Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Have you ever waited hours, or even days, for a lost bag? Share your stories in the comments below. Your experiences inspire these videos, and who knows, your horror story might help another traveler avoid the same fate. All right, let's jump into the 10 airport luggage hacks airlines hate and learn how to never lose your bag. All right, travelers, let's dive into the first phase, pre-flight control hacks. These are the steps you take before you even set foot in an airport, giving you a huge advantage over the system. Hack number 1 is what I like to call the QR GPS tracker strategy, and this is the one that really makes airlines groan. Think Apple AirTags, Samsung Smart Tags, or similar GPS devices. The beauty of these little trackers is that they bypass the airline's internal system, which, let's be honest, is often slow, prone to blind spots, and entirely reliant on human scans in transfer hubs. Imagine this. Your bag is supposed to be in Dallas, but it's been sitting in Chicago for 3 hours. Without a tracker, you're relying on the airline's system to magically find it. With a tracker, you know its exact location in real time. This turns the guessing game into a certainty, letting you provide undeniable proof to the agents and get your bag retrieved quickly. Pro tip: don't just throw it in your bag or stick it in a pocket. Tape it securely to the inside frame or deep in the lining. This way, it stays put even if your bag is opened for inspection. Airlines hate it because it exposes their inefficiencies and puts the control back in your hands. Hack number 2 is the hidden emergency tag. Everyone knows to put contact info on the outside, but those tags often get ripped off, lost, or obscured. Airlines love this because it makes untagged luggage anonymous and hard to recover. Your move? Place a clear internal luggage tag inside your bag with your name, phone, email, and destination. Make sure it's the first thing an agent sees when they unzip your suitcase. When your bag ends up in the baggage service office, they check inside first. Having this internal ID speeds up the process dramatically and bypasses slow bureaucratic searches. Airlines hate it because it reduces their control and streamlines the human interaction in a way they didn't anticipate. Hack number 3 is the strip the sticker rule. Almost nobody does this, and it's a major source of lost luggage. Old tags, barcodes, and routing receipts can confuse automated scanners, creating ghost bags that end up on the wrong flight. Before you leave for the airport, remove all previous stickers from your suitcase. The scanners now read only the current barcode, and the likelihood of misrouting drops dramatically. It's a simple hack, costs nothing, and directly increases the chance your bag arrives where it's supposed to. Once you've implemented these 3 pre-flight hacks, you're no longer a passive participant. You're setting the stage for your bag to behave perfectly. You've added real-time tracking, a fail-safe internal contact method, and eliminated confusing barcodes that trip up automation. These 3 steps alone can prevent hours of stress at the baggage claim. Next, we'll move into the check-in counter hacks, where the human element comes into play. Here, just a minute of smart communication can save you a lot of frustration. Hack number 4 is the non-standard color gambit. Look at any baggage carousel. What do you see? A sea of black, navy, or gray bags. Airlines love this homogeneity because it makes errors more likely and helps their system process baggage efficiently. Your solution? Choose a bright, unique color or attach a neon strap, ribbon, or scarf. Your bag becomes instantly recognizable both to you and the handlers. Airlines hate it because it disrupts their visual monotony and makes human error less likely. Hack number 5 is the fragile sticker request. Even if your bag isn't fragile, politely request a fragile sticker. This often removes your bag from the high-speed automated conveyor and puts it in a manually handled pile. Why does this help? Humans handle the bag, double-check the tag, and make sure it ends up on the correct cart. Airlines hate it because it bypasses the efficiency of their automated system, but it dramatically reduces the chances of misrouting. Hack number 6 is the connecting flight verification. The majority of lost bags happen during transfers. Always double-check with the agent that the printed baggage tag matches your final connecting flight and destination. A quick verbal confirmation forces accountability and ensures the agent takes an extra moment to verify the information. By combining these 6 pre-flight and check-in strategies, you've already transformed your bag into a near-invisible traveler, statistically far less likely to be lost or misrouted. The best part? They cost next to nothing and give you control over a process that otherwise feels completely out of your hands. Now that your pre-flight and check-in strategies are locked in, let's move on to the post-check-in hacks, your last line of defense before your bag hits the skies. These are the strategies that give you ultimate control, even when the baggage system seems like an unstoppable beast. Hack number 7 is the photo receipt trick, and it's as simple as it is powerful. After your check-in agent prints and attaches your baggage tag, take a photo of both the receipt and the physical tag on your bag. Why? Because that 10-digit barcode is your golden ticket. If your bag goes missing, you can instantly provide proof of its tag number and check-in time. Airlines hate this because it removes ambiguity and makes it impossible for them to claim they can't find your bag in their system. You've just turned hours of uncertainty into instant evidence, keeping control in your hands. Hack number 8 is the carry-on swap, packing your essentials to survive a lost luggage scenario. This isn't about your suitcase. It's about having a miniature survival kit in your personal item. Include a change of clothes, essential medications, glasses, contacts, chargers, and your toiletries for at least 48 hours. Airlines hate this because they prefer passengers rely on them for necessities when baggage is lost, but you've just taken independence to a whole new level. Even if your bag doesn't arrive immediately, you're fully functional, comfortable, and stress-free. Hack number 9 is what I call the short connection gate check. Tight layovers are a major risk for lost bags. If your connection is under 45 minutes, it's too close for comfort. The trick? Don't check your bag at the counter, bring your carry-on to the gate, and voluntarily gate check it right before boarding. This moves your bag directly from the jetway to the cargo hold, bypassing the main baggage sorting facility entirely. Airlines dislike this because it disrupts the automated flow and adds manual labor, but it's one of the most effective ways to make sure your bag makes a tight connection without delays. Pro tip: pack a small essentials pouch with your medications, documents, and valuables so you don't need to dig through the main carry-on once it's gate checked. Hack number 10, the final phase, is the early bird deplane. Even after all your careful preparation, many lost bags occur because passengers aren't proactive at the carousel. Don't linger or dawdle, head straight to baggage claim and stake your claim on your bag. Black or navy suitcases blend into the background, so moving quickly ensures your bag doesn't get grabbed by mistake or prematurely pulled into the airport's back storage. This simple act of presence drastically lowers the risk of a lost bag that was actually just overlooked. When you combine these 4 post-check-in hacks with the 6 strategies from pre-flight and check-in, you've created a comprehensive control system over your luggage. You've turned a passive, anxious traveler into a proactive, confident operator, anticipating the weak points in the airline's process and neutralizing them before they cause chaos. Tracking, tagging, visual differentiation, early verification, strategic gate checks, and immediate action at the carousel. These steps work together like a finely tuned machine. The ultimate goal here is to minimize reliance on the airline's automated systems, which, despite their technological sheen, are prone to error. You're not breaking rules, you're simply outsmarting inefficiencies and human error. And remember, the most powerful tool in your arsenal is being prepared, polite, and proactive. Airlines may grumble, their systems may groan, but your bag will arrive on time and you will reclaim your peace of mind before the first carry-on hits the carousel. Now that we've mastered pre-flight, check-in, and post-check-in strategies, let's tackle the advanced carry-on tactics, the hacks that separate casual travelers from seasoned pros. Hack number 11 is the odd-shaped item rule. Airlines love to see a perfectly rectangular bag because it fits neatly into their bins and onto conveyor belts. But what happens when you bring a tennis racket, a rolled-up poster, or even a fancy garment bag? It technically fits the length requirement, but in practice, it prevents other bags from being stowed securely. From a safety perspective, improperly stowed items become hazards during turbulence. The crew's priority is safe storage, not your creative packing. The insider move: don't wait for rejection mid-gate. Voluntarily gate check your oddly shaped items before boarding. Ask politely. Place your item in the dedicated cart, and you've secured safe transport without the last-minute drama or risk of mishandling. Hack number 12 is the duty-free double dip trap. Picture this. You've cleared security with a perfectly compliant carry-on and personal item, and then you stop at duty-free. You buy a perfume set or a box of chocolates, and the cashier hands you a branded bag. Airlines count that duty-free purchase as a third item, even if it's small. Most travelers don't realize this until they reach the gate, and suddenly the personal item limit is exceeded. The hack? Integrate the duty-free purchase into your personal item immediately. Slide it discreetly into your backpack, purse, or small bag before approaching the jetway. If it won't fit, start consuming what's edible and pack consumables strategically. Airlines don't like this because it bypasses their enforcement, but it keeps your boarding smooth and stress-free. Hack number 13 focuses on regional jet realities. You may be flying a major carrier, but the aircraft type matters immensely. Regional jets, small planes with 1x2 or 2x2 seating, often have significantly smaller overhead bins. A standard 22-inch bag might fit perfectly on a mainline jet, but not on a regional aircraft. The operational rule: assume your carry-on will be rejected. The savvy move: volunteer for a plane side or gate check early. Hand it over with essentials separated in a small bag for easy retrieval on landing. This ensures your bag is loaded first, reducing the risk of loss or delay. Airlines hate this because it interrupts their automated workflow, but it's incredibly effective. Hack number 14 is the personal item layering strategy. Airlines are cracking down on bulky personal items, particularly soft-sided backpacks stuffed to the brim. Your laptop bag, handbag, or slim backpack is generally acceptable, but anything exceeding a vertical rectangle is a problem. Pro tip: distribute weight wisely. Place heavy items in your jacket pockets, roll up clothing into small compartments, and leave your personal items slim and stowable. This avoids unnecessary conflicts at the gate and keeps the bag count compliant. Hack number 15 is the proactive verification for international flights. International carriers often enforce strict weight limits for carry-ons, usually 15 to under 22 pounds. Domestic flights in the US are lenient, but overseas, this is non-negotiable. Wear your heaviest items during boarding: boots, jackets, even electronics. Distribute weight across your person, not just the bag. If your personal item is over the limit, a polite request for early gate check can save both embarrassment and fees. Hack number 16, the timing and boarding leverage, ties all these strategies together. Airlines start gate checking in reverse order, last group first. By observing boarding sequences and politely requesting an earlier boarding call, you can secure overhead space and reduce gate check risks. Combine this with prior hacks, tracking, tagging, odd item management, and you've essentially neutralized the airline system without breaking any rules. Finally, hack number 17 is the mental game. Stay calm, polite, and proactive. Gate agents respond to travelers who communicate effectively, who show respect, and who clearly understand the rules. Aggression, panic, or last-minute complaints are ignored or penalized. Airlines hate compliant, prepared passengers because it diminishes their ability to enforce fees or create bottlenecks, but you, the savvy traveler, gain peace of mind and control over your luggage from check-in to carousel. Now that you've mastered pre-flight prep and international weight limits, let's focus on the gate execution hacks, the final steps that make sure your carry-on and checked items arrive safely without drama. Hack number 18 is the photo receipt. It seems simple, but it's a game changer. After your bag is tagged at check-in, take a photo of the baggage receipt and the physical tag attached to your suitcase. Why? That 10-digit barcode is your lifeline if the system misreads the bag or it gets misplaced. Airlines hate it because it gives you undeniable proof, bypassing their slow, bureaucratic tracking process. You now have the data to retrieve your bag immediately instead of waiting hours or even days for them to locate it. Hack number 19 is the carry-on swap strategy. Pack a small, smart bag with essentials for the first 48 hours. A change of clothes, medications, glasses, phone charger, and basic toiletries. Airlines dislike this because it reduces their liability for lost luggage, but for you, it's independence. Even if your checked bag is delayed, you remain comfortable, prepared, and stress-free. It's the difference between panicking and calmly heading to your hotel. Hack number 20 is the short connection gate check. If your layover is under 45 minutes, the risk of misrouting skyrockets. Rather than checking your bag at the counter, volunteer for a gate check just before boarding. Your bag bypasses the main sorting facility, going directly from the jetway to the plane's cargo hold. Airlines don't favor this, it adds manual work, but it drastically reduces the chance of your luggage being misplaced during tight connections. Meanwhile, your essentials are in a small carry-on with you, ready for immediate use upon arrival. Finally, hack number 21 is the early bird retrieval. The moment the plane lands, move efficiently to the baggage claim. Don't linger or let the carousel fill with other passengers grabbing bags. The earlier you arrive, the lower the chance someone mistakes your suitcase for theirs or it gets pulled into long-term storage. Black bags, navy bags, they all blend together, but your proactive presence ensures you reclaim your luggage first. Airlines hate this too because it disrupts their standard flow, but for you, it's control, confidence, and peace of mind. Combine these gate hacks with all the pre-flight and check-in strategies, and you've effectively turned the airline system on its head. You're no longer a passive traveler. You're a luggage ninja, moving through the airport with certainty, knowing exactly where your bag is and how to protect it from mishap. Remember, it's about preparation, patience, and polite, proactive action. Finally, let's pull it all together and talk about the ultimate bag control mindset. By now, you've seen the pre-flight, check-in, and gate hacks. You know about GPS trackers, hidden internal tags, stripping old stickers, choosing high-visibility bags, and volunteering for strategic gate checks. You've learned how to pack essentials in a carry-on, verify connecting flights, and reclaim your bag efficiently after landing. The last piece of the puzzle? Being proactive, polite, and aware every step of the way. Airlines dislike travelers who take control because it disrupts their system. But you, savvy traveler, aren't here to follow the herd. You're here to ensure your bag and your trip survive intact. Here's the final insight. Your attitude is a weapon. A calm, courteous approach at the check-in counter, gate, or baggage carousel often opens doors, sometimes literally. Speak clearly, ask reasonable questions, and smile. A gate agent or baggage handler notices. They want the line to move smoothly. Your proactive communication can secure better handling, early access, and peace of mind. Combine this with your prepared carry-on, GPS tracker, and visible bag identifiers, and you have a foolproof luggage strategy that airlines quietly hate. But that works brilliantly for you. Remember the 3 golden rules: track it, tag it, and claim it. Track with a GPS or smart tag hidden inside the bag. Tag with both external and internal identification, and claim by being first to the carousel, ready with your receipt photos. Each step reduces uncertainty, minimizes reliance on airline staff, and ensures you control your luggage's journey from curb to hotel. The result? You're no longer waiting anxiously, guessing whether your bag has made it onto the plane or not. You've converted the airport chaos into a manageable, almost predictable system. Lost luggage no longer feels like a random disaster, but an inconvenience you've learned to prevent. And when your suitcase arrives safely, your confidence grows, making the rest of your trip more enjoyable. So there you have it, 10 airline luggage hacks that really work, straight from someone who has witnessed the baggage nightmare firsthand. Use GPS trackers, duplicate internal tags, strip old stickers, pack carry-ons smartly, leverage gate checks strategically, and always be proactive and polite. You've taken control of your travel destiny, ensured your essentials travel with you, and learned the insider strategies that airlines quietly hate. Now go out there, pack smarter, move confidently through the airport, and enjoy the satisfaction of never losing your bag again. I'm Mila, and thank you for joining me on Above and Beyond. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share these hacks with your fellow travelers because everyone deserves a stress-free trip. Safe travels.